Hey, good morning. It's Todd here at Davis O Insurance Group, davisoinsurancegroup.com. I wanted to just touch base on something today that has to do with following a plan, following a script, following a formula that works. And I have taken years and years and years to develop and continue to develop our telesales script. And I bring people on board and, I try to tell them without sounding micromanaging as far as, hey, you got to follow the script. I can't stress enough. You got to follow the script. Don't deviate from it. When you first start, you should sound scripted. Just read the script. It's telesales. You got the book right in front of you, so you should be able to just read it. Now, obviously, you have to bring personality to it. You have to listen for the objections. You have to overcome them. You have to close. But we teach all that in our training. But here is a prime example of just the littlest deviation that can cost you hundreds. So part of our script is qualifying the customer, knowing what carrier and what product to put them with. And the first thing we do is, in a roundabout way, I'll say the first thing we do is get their prescriptions. So we get a list of their prescriptions and what they're taking them for. And each carrier has a prescription indicator list. Some are very, very, very long. Some are very short. Regardless, you have to compare the prescriptions to the prescription list. It's a cheat sheet. The carrier's telling you this medication is graded, this one's level, this one's decline. Very simple. That's not the issue here. The second part is then once you get the list of their medications, you should have an idea of what carrier you're going to put them with. So the next step is to go to that carrier's health questions and simply just ask them the health questions. That's exactly what the underwriters or the interviewers are going to do on the sales call to qualify them. The interviewers don't deviate from the health questions. They don't kind of say the health questions. They don't ad-lib the health questions. And, it's sometimes frustrating in my position when I hear my agents doing that, because then I have to be the bad guy and say, no, you got to follow the script. If you don't, you're going to lose the deal for something careless and dumb. And that's what happened here. This is just careless. So once we know what carrier we're going to put them with based on the prescriptions, then we're going to go to that health questions for that carrier and simply just read the health questions. That's it. Read the health questions. That's why when I do job postings, I say high school degree minimum, because it's basically what you need to do this. And so anyways, this agent, I'm trying to tread lightly here because he's a new agent, classic rookie mistake, but again, it shouldn't happen. It's just read it. So we wrote the deal. It went through, no problem, hands down. I got notified last night that the carrier listened to the call, and based on one of the questions, they said he should have answered yes based on what was said. So I pulled the call, I listened to it. Yep. What happened is when the agent was doing the actual sales interview call, there's the liver disease, hepatitis disease question. Now this particular carrier asks any liver disease, including any liver disease excluding hepatitis A, B, or C. Now for new agents, I know sometimes that can be confusing because they read it really quick. You're in the middle of a sales call and you don't realize it's saying excluding. Sometimes when I sell that carrier and I'm doing the interview call with my customer, again, the customer is not really paying attention, so they answer yes. I say, what are you answering yes to? And they say, well, I have hepatitis C. And I say, okay, let me ask you the question again. And I slow it down. So This agent, during the sales interview portion, did ask the question like he's supposed to. And the customer said, well, yeah, I guess I have to answer yes to it. And he said, answer yes to what? And he said, well, liver disease, because I used to have hepatitis B and they think it's coming back. I have to go to get tested for it. The agent asked the question again, and he did the excluding hepatitis A, B, or C. And obviously then the customer said no. When I listened to the sales call, the preliminary call, when the agent went to that carrier's health questions, he did what he hears a lot of the veteran agents around him doing, which frustrates the hell out of me. But he said, any liver disease. And then in parentheses it says, excluding hepatitis A, B, or C. He didn't say that. Had he said that, then he could have transitioned to another carrier and he would probably have that money in his pocket today. Now I gotta go up, and he's actually having a really good run. He's popping deals every day. And I gotta go up now and tell him the bad news. Now, I'm confident we're gonna get him with another carrier that'll give him the right plan, and he'll still get first day coverage. But this is my point. Because he ad-libbed in the original sale, he didn't follow the script. Something very, very, very simple that when I bring it up to agents, they give me this look like, come on, man, why are you being so picky? And I'm trying to explain to them, I'm not being picky, I'm trying to help you. And look at what happened. Now we have to spend time getting the customer back on the phone, telling them what happened, and then going through a whole nother sales call with that customer. And the old saying, time is money. And even if we get the sale and make the money, we made less because we had to spend more time than we should have. So if you're going to come on our program, you're going to hear me say, follow the script. And I hope you've seen this video so that way you understand how important it is to follow everything we're teaching for your benefit. If you skip something, ad-lib something, deviate from something, tweak something, I'm telling you, you're gonna mess up the sale, because we've been doing this for a long time. We know what we're doing. All right, I gotta go to work. Thanks for listening. See you guys on the next one.